Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just wanna mourn and run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. We're here to help you see the new you. My name is Mras and welcome to Mental Shift. Well, good evening to the United States and to the Philippines. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 27. My guest tonight wasn't born with confidence. She worked for it and eventually earned it. She had lots of downs in her life, but those made her a better person. My guest decided better and became firmer in what she believes in, as long as it's just right. And most importantly, that she's comfortable with it. That is where you'll find her. That is where she stands. My guest tonight looks at her image in the mirror every day, realizing in this age and time we should all look good, not because of vanity, but because looking great shows respect to oneself, to one's family, our friends, to our business associates, and our clients. Feeling good makes us healthier to fight any sickness. It all starts from within. And from there, you can influence others to be the best versions of themselves. Please welcome entrepreneur, mother of three, grandma, bikini athlete, and Miss Pampanga Philippines World 2021, Shirley Garcia. Welcome on aboard.
Hello, good morning to the Philippines and good evening to America.
It's wonderful to have you on all the way from the Philippines. And
happy to be here.
And we have to warn everyone, your internet is in and out.
Yes, I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. And if you go out, just sign back in. We'll put you right back in. We'll just keep talking until you come back.
Okay. Hopefully I'll stay on throughout the whole program.
You will. I believe in you and the internet.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll have faith.
Now, Shirley, you have had a major mental shift in your life. And I wanted to share that because what you don't realize is, I don't know if you realize that we went to the same high school at Clark.
Wagner High School. Yes, we do. We have a lot of common friends.
Yes, I looked you up. I'm like, we went to the same school. I'm older than you. We went to the same school.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not too much older than me. I'm probably just right behind you.
Well, because you just, I won't go into that. But
it's fine. That's fine.
Well, you had a big mental shift. I mean, you say in your videos that you were out of shape and then you changed and you decided to go into fitness. Share that mental shift with us.
In 2017, in October, after an event that I did for my catering business, over fatigue, overweight, not eating healthy, I developed the autoimmune disease, which is called fibromyalgia. And I was also diagnosed with osteoarthritis. And I am also managing my hypertension at the same time. So after this event, the next day, literally, I just could not stand up. My knee like collapsed on me. I just couldn't get myself up, and that was my trigger that I had to change my lifestyle, meaning how I eat, the food that I choose to eat, and fitness. I had to level up, but it did take some time for me to recover. It took like a few months before I can really start walking normally, because every morning my feet would be like this and I would literally like walk like a duck. And I was that way for several months. So I had to, after eating healthier, changing my food, a lot of my food, eating more on vegetables because I not like vegetables, but now I do eat vegetables every day because food was my medicine. Food cured me. So just by eating healthy, I was able to walk normal again. So that was the start. And I, after months of eating healthy, and then when I regained walking normal, then I started training again. And then after losing 20 pounds, I started seeing definition in my physique. And then I started trying weightlifting and it developed more. And then eventually I joined a competition, which is Gold's Bodycon 4. And that's where it opened my eyes to many things that I didn't dream that I would be now, that I would be a bikini athlete, just from my fibromyalgia story and my osteoarthritis.
That is amazing. I mean, you could have curled up in a ball, but you fought with food and then healing your body. And I would like to call up that picture. Can we pull up
Yes.
the picture of her before and after? Wow.
Yes. On the right side, that was me with my bulging tummy. That was a picture taken by my son. We did a challenge with my son, Biggest Loser, because that's a popular challenge that I it started in America, and
Yeah.
I just did it with my son as a family type of bet. And that picture, when I took that picture, I didn't even post it on social media. It was just a private picture with me and my family. And then after doing competitions, that's when I finally released it on social media when my physique changed to where it is now. So I just want to inspire others that age is just a number and health can be treated. You just have to have faith and just find ways how to make yourself better. It can happen. I truly believe it because I've done it for myself and I'm sure others can do it as well.
Yes, and I'm a testimony for that because I did the same thing. And they told me at 50, that's what happens. At 50, you gain weight. There's nothing you can do.
Well, I don't believe that. Of course, it's easier to gain weight when you're older, but with discipline and determination and the right mindset, it doesn't have to be that way.
Exactly. And I shared
Mhm.
my picture with you. I dropped 240 pounds. So,
Oh, wow,
yeah, I
amazing.
know that journey, but I don't look as good as you. Wow, you're
Oh,
amazing.
I'm pretty sure you do, and you can also improve. You can even make it better. The possibilities are endless.
Yes, I'm at the
I,
gym every
yeah,
morning, first thing in the morning. And so when
yeah.
people say, I don't have time to take care of my body, I don't have time for the gym. How do you make time? I wake up earlier.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, busy. Well, of course, a lot of us are busy, but how bad do you want to look better? That's the question. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way, and you will make time.
Yes,
That's what I
what's
believe.
important is what you will make time for. And it goes
Yes,
with meet people and they say, "Oh, I keep forgetting to meet with you." It's like, well, how important am I? You know?
exactly,
So
exactly. If a person does something, that means it's important. So if you wanna lose weight or if you wanna look better and it's important to you, you'll find a way for
yeah, if you
sure.
want to get healthier, yeah, if you want
Yes,
to
be
avoid going to
healthier.
the hospital,
Yeah, I mean, it's just how bad you want something. That's all.
oh, we have
That's
two
how I
waggies.
feel.
We
Mhm.
have two waggies saying hello. We have Debbie Dudley Frey saying hello, waggies.
Hi.
And then Michael's my husband. He says class of 85. He's class of 85. And then of course we
Hello,
have,
Michael.
and Helene says, hello, Shirley.
Hello, Elaine. So
So
nice to hear from you.
it's so sweet that people are joining us. And I really
Yes.
was impressed with your past and what you've done. I mean, you're doing the
Mhm.
fitness training, you train others, you have a catering business. I mean, how did the catering, did you do that before or is that after? How did this all
Uh,
happen?
the catering business started after I gave birth to my third child. Her name is Meg. That's why the name of my catering business is Meg's Catering.
Okay.
Because Meg, she was the first one to experience my catering services. My husband is a building contractor, and in our family business, we do hire caterers quite often. And my husband, he's quite a perfectionist, and all his complaints, he always whispers it to me. So finally, I decided to do it myself to get in the catering business. So that's how I fell into the catering business because we always needed the services ourselves. So I decided to just do it because I did like organizing events. It was something that it did interest me, and I started this in my daughter was born in 2008. So after, when she was 3 months old, that's when I did my first cater or my first event, and then I eventually got registered, and that's where history started with my catering business. And the fitness, I was always there through the years, but just casually, more on Zumba mom type of thing. The Zumba era was very popular, and I would just go to the gym from time to time just to join the group classes, group exercise. Well, on my free time or when I wanted to have a different atmosphere. And then I didn't really get serious about fitness until I had my knee issue with the fibromyalgia and the osteoarthritis. So that's when I leveled up with my fitness. This triggered me, like I mentioned, in 2017. So it was 2018 where I started the diet. Actually, I have to mention Kenneth Benton. He's also a Waggy. If he's watching, hello, Coach. So actually, I learned how to eat healthy through Coach Kenneth Benton because we're friends on Facebook, and I approached him. I said, Coach, I want to lose weight. I want to be healthier. He goes, "Oh, join my group, and then start posting your food." And through posting on his group, I learned how to eat healthy through his guidance. And later on, when I did got my weight, like when I got my goal as far as weight loss was concerned, I said, so what's next for me? And that's where competition came. So I owe a lot to Coach Ken. Coach Ken did teach me how to eat healthy. So I had to mention that. So
Well, thumbs
fitness
up.
came in 2018. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm
that's
pretty sure
awesome.
if there's who noticed, yeah.
Well, for those of you who are wondering what we mean by WAGI, is we went to high school at Clark Air Base, Philippines, and the school was called
Uh-huh.
Wagner High School. We call
Yes,
ourselves
that's right.
Waggies. And so Waggy, Kenneth Benton helped her with her fitness. And then we just had another Waggy just on, Danica Parker said hello. And then my business partner on Denim and Pearls podcast just said, hi, hi.
Hello there. Nice to hear from you.
And Helene, you've been working on yourself every day, yes, after cancer. And see, that's the thing about what I wanted to bring you on, is that
Uh-huh.
so many of us await tragedy in our lives before we decide to take a hold of our own fitness, our own health. And I have that kind of story. I kind of went to the gym. I walked when I wanted to, but I was never really watching what I ate, that kind of thing, until I found out I had breast cancer. And then suddenly I had to be, oh, so good. And it's like, my message now is don't wait for tragedies. Don't wait for something to make you sick to be healthy. Be healthy now, because working from sickness and then try to get fit is far more difficult. Start now. And like with you, you had to learn basically to walk again in order to get to this next level. People, if you're out there watching us right now, don't wait till you get sick. Don't wait till you have a heart attack. Don't wait till someone says, oh, you're type 1 diabetic. Don't wait for these things. Do it now. When that awareness comes into your head, you don't want to be like me or Shirley. With me, I was unable to move and cut up and everything. Shirley was walking like a duck, okay? And she was having difficulty with fibromyalgia, pain. Do it before all that stuff happens. You have so many opportunities. You can start following Shirley. You could, go find Kenneth Benton and say, hey, heard you're a Waggy. I want help. Whatever it is to get you to that next level. Life is short. And when you are healthy enough to be complaining that you might get sick, now's the time to go get healthy and take care of you. Like Shirley said earlier in her intro that she has out, is it's not vanity, right, Shirley? It's not vanity. It's taking care of you. It's a good thing. It's not vanity. It's to prevent illness. So come back on, Shirley, because I'm preaching. If they leave me on the big screen, I'll just be talking.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Don't wait for yourself to really get sick or really, to wake you up or to trigger you to get healthy or to get fit. Start now. The time is now, not tomorrow, not next week, Take care of yourself, eat healthy, exercise regularly. It doesn't, and at any age as well. We can be in our 20s, but unhealthy, a teenager, a child unhealthy. So health begins with what you eat, because 80% is your food and 20% is your training. I learned that also from Kenneth Benton.
And a lot of
So
it's right here in your
yeah,
head.
yeah. So I owe a lot to Coach Ken, because when I met him, I was really overweight, really frustrated with my fibromyalgia, and with his patience and guidance, I did turn healthy. And then I'm also, and now I'm a coach myself, so I'd really like to help others as well. So I yesterday I had a fun photo shoot with my students, because I just turned 50 on June 7th. So in celebration for my 50th birthday, I've only been coaching for a year, and I do have students that train with me regularly, that have stayed with me for months, even after achieving their fitness goals. They already I have students that already achieved their weight goals, so now they're on their next goals, meaning toning up, leaning up. So it's awesome. It's such a wonderful feeling helping other people.
Oh,
So my point, yeah. So just get healthy today. Don't wait to get sick.
yes. And the other thing I want to share with you, when we come back from commercial, I'd like to share a picture of a full body of Miss Shirley Garcia, so you can see what a 50-year-old body looks like. And for those of you who are out there doing, well, I don't want to have a lot of muscle. When Shirley isn't flexing, you can't tell she's muscly. She's
Yes,
very lean. So there's
yes.
different ways. Just because it's weight doesn't mean you're going to turn into Incredible Hulk, okay? There's a misconception about that. And so stay tuned after this commercial. We'll be right back, and we're going to share a picture of Miss Shirley in all of her greatness, because she is one amazing looking woman. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back. You are watching Mental Shift, and my name is Michelle Mras. We have a following list of TNC live streams, and I'm going to give them all to you in Philippine time. We are inviting you all to watch our shows either live or in replays. So they are U-Turn, TNC The Talk, Awesome Day, The Home Buyer, The Puppet Stories Mondays at 5:30 p.m., The Big Picture, Monday to Fridays at 7:15 p.m., The Millennial Voice, Mondays at 8:30 p.m., Foreign Affairs, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., HR Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at noon, Moving on Business, Well Home, Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m., Money and More, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Philippines, 5:30 a.m. USA, and Cyber Next. Check out our page on Facebook or YouTube by searching hashtag TNC Now. Enjoy these inspiring shows because we made them just for you. And before I bring back my guest tonight, I'd like to show you a little video of what she does because she's pretty darn cool. So stay tuned. Let's watch this video real quick.
Hi, I'm Shirley Garcia. I'm 48 years old. I'm a caterer, event planner, and I feel anyone can be fit, healthy, and fabulous at any age. I used to really have a bad knee, being overweight, having osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia. I was even hypertensive. I changed my diet. I changed my lifestyle in fitness. If I can do it, you can do it too.
If she can do it, you can do it too. And that's the magic about it. These are, most of the time when you come on a mental shift and you watch, these are ordinary people who did extraordinary things, not because they're magical, not because we're different from everyone else, but because we made a choice and we moved. Is there something in your life that you want to do? Is there something in your life that you want to achieve? Stop waiting for someday. Someday is today. And so let's welcome back Miss Shirley because she chose and moved. She found people in her world to help her reach back to a high school classmate, really, to get help, to get to her fitness. There's always a way if you make a choice to do it. Don't let your age stand in the way or because you're waiting for someday. Someday is today. When that thought process comes into your head, now is the time to act before you push it back on the back burner, right? Your sound. I can't hear you. Can you hear her? Oh no, we lost her sound. Oh no. Shirley, we can't hear you. She can't hear me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have to message Miss Shirley and let her know that she is muted or something. It might be her internet. But what I would like to put in there is, oh, I know. Can we show a picture of Miss Shirley? She's got a competition coming up. Look at that. If you are in the Philippines, I bet you it's probably being live streamed, but the Philippine Bodybuilding Summit is November 26th through 27th, 2021. That's Miss Shirley there on the right. So when she's a flex, isn't she? It's amazing. And so to think back and see the picture of her before, let's show that one, when she was sickly and she made the bet with her son. Think about that transformation. Now, we don't have to go that, you don't have to go that far. So that's Shirley before, and now you see her midway, and then this competition that's coming up here in 2021, she's got this huge body transformation, and she helps people do that as a coach. Now, when she gets back online, we're going to talk more about what does she do as a caterer? Does she do special menus for people? And really, how did she get in the Philippines? That's the other thing I want to find out, because many of us Waggies were American that were just there with our fathers and mothers who were stationed at Clark. And she either returned to the Philippines or never left. And so I'm really curious because I didn't get a chance to get that background information on her. But Shirley is an inspiration for many, many women and men. How many of you have been told you're older, you're going to gain weight, that's natural? Yeah, most of us heard that. You don't have to. Taking charge of your own health is part of your job as a human in charge of yourself. You're an adult. And welcome back, Shirley. I was talking about your world
Sorry, bad connection.
We knew it was coming. That's why I have all these pictures of you that I can share.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for that.
And Donna Van Allen just popped on, and we have Waggies from around the world, and they're all saying Waggies for life, Waggy Nation. So Waggies out there, share this with your tribe, because your tribe is our tribe. And to have two Waggies together on one screen is quite impressive.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have you, and I'm so glad that you found your health and that you didn't listen to what people say. Oh, you've got two kids, you're an older woman.
Right.
You're just going to get sick. That's what happens. Food is medicine, people. You really can help. You can help yourself get better. So I don't know what you were saying when we lost your signal. Do you want to start again?
Yeah, I was just talking about that. You just have to believe that things will get better, no matter what situation you're in. You just have to stand up and fight. That's literally just get up and move forward. Take it one day at a time, regardless of how difficult it may be. You can't just let yourself get down and just stay in one corner and just let the world move on without you. You have to move on with the world and be part of the world and be the world. So now I'm so happy that just being overweight, sick, couldn't walk, and now I'm representing my province, my present home province of Pampanga. I was born in Cebu, but now I live in Pampanga. I'll be the representative for Mrs. Philippines World for Pampanga next year.
Congratulations.
It's amazing. Yeah, just from being sick and now representing my province, it's such a good feeling and inspiring people that it doesn't have to be that way. You can change your life. It's just all up to you.
Yes, and what most people don't realize, and what I bring people like you on this show of Mental Shift, is because everyone that comes on this show has taken a tragedy or something negative that happened to them and turned it into a positive. So watchers, if you're out there watching and do, no, it's not for me, this bad thing's happening to me, there's got to be a light in whatever's happening to you. Use it. Find a way to turn whatever that negative situation is into a positive. Shirley could have curled up in a ball and just never got better, okay? She could have gone extreme the other way, but she went this way. She found hope. She found herself in a purpose of just healing herself. I found myself by basically trying to heal myself. I was running from cancer. How do I run? I've got to get healthy. I have to get my body strong enough to fight this disease. That's what happened with me. And then I shed 240 pounds, okay? This is not the same woman that started the cancer journey. So if you've got something, like Shirley said, bounce back up. It is in our genes as humans to fall and get back up. Think of yourself as a rubber band. A rubber band can be stretched, and sometimes it'll break. It feels like it breaks. Tie those little ends together, and you can have the rubber band back. And actually, it's kind of stronger where the knot is. So don't let your setbacks become your downfalls. They're simply setbacks. Let that elasticity of pulling you back, setback, fling you forward like Shirley has. Her setback set her up to move so fast forward that she is inspiring people with her transformation, with her mindset, with her positivity, and her ability to shift people from one mindset to another, to loving their bodies and then loving their bodies even more and appreciating the shell that you're in. It's magical. Now, Shirley, I have to ask you because I'm just darn curious. You went to Wagner High School, which means one of your parents was in the military.
My father, my stepdad. Yes, he was in the Air Force.
Okay, now did you ever leave the Philippines or did you stay?
I stayed here in the Philippines because I did marry early and my husband is a Filipino. So I did choose to stay in the Philippines, but I may visit the US next year. I haven't seen my siblings in such a long time. Because of their schedules, it's not easy for them to visit, and especially with COVID happening as well. So, but when I do visit the US, I will definitely give a shout out on social media so I can see some of my fellow Waggies when I do.
let's say knowing our Wagner group, when you come in, we can all have like a mini reunion where you come
That
in.
that would be awesome. We are in many Wagner groups where they do have reunions, and I so envy it because I can't. It's not that easy for me to leave due to my business. Do Of course my family is here, and even now that I'm not only from my catering events business now, it's even busier because of the fitness industry that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
The but like I said, if you want something bad enough, you will make time. So I will make time to visit my family in America, and I'd love to see my friends as well.
Yay, you let us know.
Mhm. I
Now,
will for sure.
the other
Yeah.
question I have for you is with your catering. Do you do
Yes.
special menus for like healthy menus and things of that nature?
Oh, to be honest, when I did start my catering business, it was basically, common catering foods that are offered here in the Philippines. Like, bestsellers are roast beef, cordon bleu, Filipino dishes like kare kare, for example. But now that I do promote being healthy, I did change my menu. I do have a lot of healthy dishes now as well that are mixed in there. So it depends on the preference of the client. But of course, it's important to also enjoy your parties. So we do have to have our cheats because that's part of being healthy mentally, because you do have to enjoy what you eat. Sometimes you can't deprive yourself too much. So the catering business is like for parties. So for parties, you
Celebrate.
know, I do. You have to celebrate. So it's a good time to have a cheap meal.
Good.
So it's all mixed up. You have all the delicious, not so healthy dishes are there, and I do have healthy dishes as well. So it depends on the preference of the client.
That's awesome. No, I just was curious about that because I was going to ask for insider information because I love Shanghai lumpia, but
Shanghai lumpia.
I've tried the air fryer. I've tried frying it, then baking it, then putting it back in the air fryer to crisp it because I
Wow.
want the oil out. My body does not like oil anymore. So
Oh,
I was looking for a secret
wait.
flavor.
Right. Yeah. Well, of course, we know that Shanghai lumpia is usually fried, and when you are concerned about your health, as much as possible, we do stay away from fried food. So I feel you.
And I was like, how do we make it
I feel
healthy?
you.
Please tell
Yeah,
me
yeah,
we make it healthy.
yeah, yeah, I feel you. If I once, to be honest, that's the only way we cook it. We just fry it. But if I discover a way how to do Shanghai lumpia without frying it, you will be the first person I share it with.
I have to say, I've tried multiple ways. It just doesn't taste the same. But no,
Oh, yeah,
it
of
is
course.
my
It
cheat
has to
because
be
I
fried.
have that because
Yes.
I love my sinigang. I love my peanut bit, but I want
Yes,
yeah.
that's really healthy. Yeah, sinigang, that's healthy. Pinakbit, that's healthy. Unfortunately, anything fried is not going towards the unhealthy way. Yeah. Uh, but we do have to enjoy the food we do love from time to time because to make us happy, and being happy is part of being healthy.
Yes. Well, people have asked me, what did I do? And I said, I eat less of what I like. So what I've done is I've learned that I eat
Exactly.
fewer, so I'll have it, but it's not like I'll eat a whole cup of something. I used to laugh at the
Right.
commercials, when they would show the lady eating a candy bar or something. She'd just do this, and they would say,
Right.
"Oh, it's a candy bar like that. You put the whole thing, right?" I'm the lady that does this now.
I know, right? You just really stop it.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Donna
Yeah,
says
all in
she uses the air
moderation. I
fryer.
mean,
They're
all in
giving us
moderation.
advice. Donna's giving us advice. Use the air fryer to spritz the lumpia with some
All in
canola oil.
moderation.
It's not crispy.
Oh, well, that's awesome. That's good advice. Thank you. We
Thanks,
should try
Donna.
that.
We'll try it out. The
Yeah.
next reunion, Donna, you can make them that way. But thank you so much for that, because it's killing me that I can't have it. I haven't been able to really enjoy it because the oil makes me sick. So no, this is wonderful. So what was I going to ask?
Yeah.
We
Go
go
ahead.
we're going to our second commercial now, and I wanted to share. I'll have to figure out what I wanted to share. You have a poster of everything you do. Let me think about that. And when we come back, oh, Edie's on too. Okay, Edie, she seconds Donna's spritzing it.
Okay. Yeah. So the connection wasn't too good. So they were advising how to cook the Shanghai lumpia in canola oil, and then
yes, they said no,
frying
don't.
it.
They said air fry it, then
Okay.
spritz it with only canola oil.
Oh, okay.
And
So
it will
air
come out
fry. So basically air fry.
Yeah,
And
so
then just spray a little canola oil.
and let it air fry.
That's
so that way the canola oil is just crisping the outside, but the air fryer actually cooks it.
That's awesome. At least it's a good thing you mentioned it, and now you know how to picture Shanghai lumpia, so you won't be deprived anymore of your favorite food.
It's the only thing that I've ever allowed myself to be deprived of, because I didn't know a way around it. But everything else, I'll take a bite or two and suffice. But lumpia, I want two at least.
Yeah, I mean, we are all entitled to have. People would say cheat day. I wouldn't say cheat the whole day. You can have a cheat meal even every day.
Yeah.
I think that's better to, keep things in moderation. And, you can have like your lumpia even every day if you want, just a small portion. At least you enjoy it more often. This is just my opinion.
No, and it's my opinion too. I eat ice cream.
Yeah.
I eat ice cream every day, Shirley, every day.
Mm-hmm.
But before, I used to have 2 cups of ice cream with chocolate cream, sprinkles and whipped cream and cherries. Now I have maybe 3 tablespoons of it, or a quarter cup.
See, it's better. At least you get to taste the food that you like every day without having to wait for the weekend to have that cheat day. You can have like a cheat snack, a cheat meal. You can do it every day. It's like, but you can still eat healthy on the other meals, on the other snacks.
Yes.
And then you'll be happier because you're able to taste the food that you really like or you enjoy.
Well, and as I always tell my friends when they ask me, I said, get an app that tracks your food. Write down everything you eat, everything.
Right.
And then that way you'll know when your stomach gets upset, you know what you ate that day. Or,
keep a diary, keep a journal. Fitness Pal, that works for a lot of people. That works for me. Fitness Pal is awesome. I'm sure there's a lot of other apps that are as good as Fitness Pal. This is just my example. You can get your calorie target. For example, your weight in pounds, multiply it by 15, and that would be your daily calorie limit. And then if you want to lose weight, then just go deficit, right? And then just be consistent. And then it also it will also calculate your macros as well. So your macronutrients, right? Your protein, your fats, and your carbohydrates. So another thing, my basic weight loss program before with Coach Ken was just to eat high in protein and go low on carbs. And that worked for me, and I'm sure it will work for others as well.
That works for me.
Just do the basics, and so it won't be such like a big brainer, or not something that you have to overthink it. You can just do it simply.
Simple is better. I mean, I use an app just I didn't realize what I was eating had certain things in it. So with me, I was told I was diabetic. I was becoming diabetic. So I wanted to track what I was eating. And I thought, oh, no, that doesn't have sugar. And then I put it in the app and it would tell me. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have that anyway. So it was an awareness for me. But when we come back, we're going to talk more about your abs program. Are you still doing the abs program?
The abs? You mean, you mean as in abs?
ABS?
Core? Yeah. Of course.
Ageless by Shirley.
Yes,
Ageless
ageless by
vitality. Okay,
yes,
when we
that's
come back
what
to
it
the
is.
commercial, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so stay tuned
Right.
with me. We'll be right back after this commercial. Well, welcome back. You are watching Mental Shift. My name is Michelle Mras, and tonight my guest is Shirley. Now, before we go back to her, I want to share with you some more of our TNC live streams and replays. Are you ready? They're all in Philippine time, so take note of that. They are Healthline, Couple Goals, Win Within, Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m., Market Leader, TNC Express, Thursdays at 11 a.m., Yo Law, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m., Negrocio at Home, Fridays at noon, Tech U, TNC Marketplace, Fridays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m., COVID Stories, Saturdays at 10:30 a.m., Realty Realities, Saturdays at 4 p.m., Danny Art Show, After Shift, Women at Work, The Family Business, Usapang Beauty, The Fourth Project, and also catch the TNC specials, One Day, TNC Arena, TNC PressCon, and TNC Town Hall on Saturdays at 7 p.m., which are co-hosted by our TNC founders, Lloyd and Apple. And TNC, the Town Hall, is where we talk to you, our valued audience. And it's never too late for a mental shift. And that's the show you're watching right now. It's every Tuesday and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time in the United States, Wednesdays and Fridays at 9:30 a.m. in the Philippines. Thank you so much for joining me. For more upcoming shows, follow the hashtag TNC Now on Facebook and YouTube and allow your passion to inspire you. And together, let us hashtag see the new you. And welcome back. And you are watching Mental Shift. This is Michelle Mras. And today we have Shirley Garcia. And I want to share her poster and then bring her up. She does something called Ageless by Shirley. Isn't that awesome? Abs. Shirley, come on and let's explain what this is, because I love this acronym. And if we put the poster back up there.
Yeah, I was absent-minded earlier because my connection isn't so well. So ABS, it does stand for Ageless by Shirley. So in this poster, it just shows it's my competition history. It started with Gold's Bodycon 4. It was on March 28, 2019. So I got sick in 2017. I lost the weight in 2018 and started competing in 2019. So in my first competition, I was first runner-up for my category, was the Ageless Fitspiration category. And then it was followed by a bodybuilding competition after 6 months. So that's where I really became different to develop my physique to make it muscular, to make it more defined for the competition. And I did join the Masters 40 Plus, and I left the stage with the bronze medal in my category. And then on my second bodybuilding competition, that was like 2 months after after Muscle Contest Philippines. It was the Philippine Bodybuilding Summit. That's where I became champion. That's where I got my first gold, not only in one category, but in two. There are only two categories for the women's, and I got them both. And
That's
I was even there.
fantastic.
I was even there, Miss Cosmos. Yeah, and actually, one of my weakest pose is the back pose, and the girls that I was competing with, they were all instant friends backstage. We were just having fun, and I was saying, guys, I don't know how to back pose, and they were teaching me, and it was just I just felt so, and then I winning. Oh my god, it was awesome. So and then followed, so that was in 2019. I joined three competitions, and we know that 2020, that's when COVID hit, right? So, but I was able to make it in Century Tuna Superbots as one of their 18 finalists, nationwide finalists, after the GOSI was nationwide for everyone who wanted to join. It started at the age of 8 for people or women from the age of 18 till I think it was 60. And during that time when I did the GOTY, I was 48. So I made it in the finals. And because of COVID, competition was postponed. And but they did push through. They just did it digital, and I was awarded the Miss Ageless Special Award. So I was the Miss Ageless for that batch, the 2020 batch. And I decided, so what's next for me? I said, so joining competitions is like something that really fires my heart to keep inspiring people and continue improving myself mentally, physically, and actually I would like to be a motivational speaker someday. So I'm really uh, working on my communication skills so I can share my story, and I want to share other people's story and just continue inspiring other people. So I decided to join the Mrs. Philippines World competition. So I was accepted, and now I will be representing Pampanga after the international competition for Mrs. World will be in December. So my batch to me representing Pampanga will be followed in 2022. So details will also follow as soon as I know. Of course, I will also be posting on social media. So that's what ABS is all about. It's about my competition history.
Okay.
And I'm also a fitness trainer as well. So I'm also doing that. I'm also training others at
So,
present.
just to give you a heads up, I am a
Mhm.
speaker coach. I help people with their messaging so they get on bigger stages to share their message. So, look me up.
Yes, I definitely. That's something that we can. That's definitely something I'd like to do. I'd really like to talk to you about that.
Yeah, that's definitely what I do
That,
best.
that,
Now, I want to
yeah.
ask you about this World
Mhm.
Fitness Federation Philippines. It's in
Yes,
November. So, it's
yes,
before the ladies one.
yes. This poster that you see here, I'm on the far right. This is we were the champions in 2019.
Okay.
So this is the Philippine Bodybuilding Summit. This is the competition that I mentioned earlier where I became champion in all categories for the women's division. And this poster is promoting the competition that it will happen this November, because it didn't happen last year because of COVID-19, but now it's going to happen in November, and they'll be giving pro cards. So that's my next goal, to be a professional athlete, to get a pro card myself. So I'll more than likely I will be joining this competition. To My goal is to get one of those pro cards.
So,
So
what is a
I'm
pro
actually
card?
preparing. Yeah, it means that you're a professional athlete. So it's a different level, and
Okay.
it's not just, yeah, it's really just being literally a professional athlete.
Okay.
So the prestige.
Well, before, I mean, we are about 5 minutes before we end our show,
Okay.
but I want to show them your Meg's Catering. Can we show that? And then we can,
Sure.
so those of you in the Philippines who are out there watching, or you have family out there, this is how you can get to Meg's Catering Services.
Thank you very much. Yes, Mix Catering has been here since 2009, so it's 2021. So we've been here for quite a while. We're still strong and we're still ready to serve. Here is our contact information. You can find us on Facebook. Here's our website and our telephone number. Call us, contact us anytime. Thank you so much for showing that.
Oh, you're welcome. So definitely, everyone, go to Facebook right now and go to Meg's Catering and like it. And then if you're in the Philippines and you're looking for an event, or no matter how small or big, really, go call them and find out what Shirley and her team can do for you at www.megs.ph, or just call them.
Yes.
If you're in the Philippines, call them.
Anytime. Just give us a call.
Yes. And then you can learn so much from Shirley. And if you're looking for a coach and you want to get healthier, reach out to Shirley. I mean, I know right now we're all kind of isolated in our own countries, but do you do virtual trainings? Do you help people virtually?
Yes, I do.
Because Kenneth
Online?
helped me virtually.
Yes, I do. I teach online. I also teach people from their homes. I also teach people at the gym, whatever their preference is. But I do limit my clients to what I can accommodate 100%, because I want to give them the quality that they deserve. I do not overload, because so I can really give them what they deserve. And I'm also training myself for a competition that I'm doing in August. But
Yes.
yeah, so rest assured, when I accept a client, I'll give more than my 100% to help them
be their best. Shirley, I am so glad that you were able to come on and that your internet made it as long as it has. And as long as it has. And I'm so appreciative that she took time out of her busy schedule. If you don't know what it's like to be in any bodybuilding, anything, it takes a lot of dedication and hard work. So I'm hoping she comes back on and signs back in so that we can say goodbye to her and thank her personally for being on the show Mental Shift and sharing all her journey and the things that she has learned about herself and how she has given back to the world, either through her competitions, being an example of where she was and came through and is now. She is now healthy. She exercised and ate her way back to health, away from her fibromyalgia and her inability to walk. I mean, it's pretty cool, the things you can do when you set your mind to it and you work on yourself for yourself. So I hope she comes back. But remember, she has Meg's Catering. Go like it on Facebook. And if you're in the Philippines, megscatering.ph, check her out and her services for your next catering event, because as COVID lifts, we will have our parties again. People will come back together again. And you're going to need someone you can go to. And what else did I want to say? If you're out there right now and you're thinking that, I can't do that, or that's not in me, she's different than me. Well, yes, she's different from you. But really, the base of success and getting what you want in life is not about someone being better. It's being the best version of you and approaching it in your way, in your fashion, what works for you. As Shirley said, she didn't use any special diet. She was watching what she ate, and then she just upped her, what worked for her. She used protein and less carbs. What works for you may be completely different. And you don't have to get into bodybuilding level. That's a lot of work if that's not what you want to do. But if you want to get your health back and your heart back and look in the mirror every day and love yourself for who you are, then do it. Do what you need to do to get to that level. I love to say this quote by Byron Katie. There's only 3 types of control in this world. There's your control, your own control, the other person's control that you can't control, and God and the universe's control. The only thing you can take control of is you. take control of your life. Make a decision. Write down all the pros and cons of the things you like and you don't like, and the things you want in life and how you can get to it. It all takes a plan. We can't just say we want something and wish the wind will blow us that way. It takes a plan. It takes dedication. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for direction, or you're looking for, guidance for whatever you're doing, I have a podcast called Denim and Pearls. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. Me and my partner, Brian Swanson, give out free advice all the time. So find me on Facebook and then like that, Denim and Pearls, and join us on, when we go live. It's usually Fridays at noon Mountain Time. But Shirley's back, so let's bring her back on and we can say goodbye and thank her for taking time out of her schedule.
Oh, it's been awesome. I thank you for inviting me on the program. It's such a pleasure to be here to talk to you, Michelle, and get to know you better. I enjoyed every single minute. I apologize for my connection. Is some things we just cannot control, but I'm just saying, whatever the circumstances, I will still do my best to not break my commitment. Even with the crazy internet experience that I'm having at this time, I will, if I say yes, I'll make sure I'll be there. I'll do it. I just apologize. It couldn't be better.
Don't apologize. What's my quote? I always say, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion,
Wow.
humor.
I love it.
That's the Maya Angelou quote. But what I help people do is I say, I guide you. Stop apologizing for what you haven't done, and embrace who you are today. Be the best version of you, unapologetically. So you are here. And as I said when you were off the air for a little bit, I gave a quote by Byron Katie. There's 3 types of control in this world. There's my control. I can control me and what I think and what I do. The other person's control, I cannot control them or what they do. And God and the universe's control. Internet is in the God and the universe's control category. We can't control it. We smile, we laugh, we just keep going. And I'm so glad you were able to make it, stay on, and be able to spend some time with all of us today and share your amazing journey. And I hope that our listeners, our watchers, follow more of you, because you are phenomenal. Your body, you have transformed just astronomically. And oh, by the way, those wings you have are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love being on your program today. Your kind words, your words of wisdom. I love the way you speak. I am inspired by you.
Thank you so much. And thank you all Waggies for joining us. Please share this with other Waggies. And I wanted to think of a song, but I can't think of anything right now. But I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing a song.
Oh, wow. Beautiful voice.
I love to sing. I'm true Philippine in there. Thanks,
wow. Wow, beautiful voice.
So I will catch up with you sometime. Stay on the line. I want to keep talking to you as long as I can. And
okay, sure.
Everyone,
I will.
Please share, because Shirley's story is inspiration for all, but there is someone particularly waiting to hear her voice say her story that will compel them to do what they need to do in their lives that they've been afraid to do. So be sure to share it, because you never know what words are going to touch whom. So go ahead and do that. Thank you so much for joining us on Mental Shift. My name is Michelle Mras. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday in the United States, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, or in the Philippines, Wednesday and Friday at 9:30 a.m. Okay? So until next time, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Good night.